In today's episode, we are going through some of my recent purchases. We have our lovely Blu-rays right here. Yeah, lovely, lovely. I'm going to go through them today because I thought, you know what, it's just Blu-rays. They're not the most exciting thing in the world, but they're cool to me. And we also have the return of the CEX lottery. This is one of, like, I think 3 parcels that should turn up. I think there's 2 games in here, which always fills me with dread that both games won't be complete. Both PlayStation 3 games, both more expensive PlayStation 3 games as well. So I'm hoping for the best. We're going to get this open. Game parcels, pretty cool. And some PlayStation hardware in this bag as well. So yeah, we've got a jam-packed episode today. We really have. Also, before I forget, look at this. Look, it's only in concept at the minute because I don't have enough command strips to actually do what I want to do. But what do you guys think? Let me know. I thought this bit behind me looks a little bit better in the videos, and I want to make like an art piece, as it were. So this is the start of it. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. I think it looks really cool. Um, yeah, let me know. And also, my shelves has finally arrived for my Billy bookcase, so I can finally put them in today, hopefully. So honestly, it's a jam-packed video today. It's probably going to be a little bit longer than the last 2. So we'll just get into it and see how it goes. I also want to just say thank you very much for the support on the last video. It went down really well. I've seen a lot of your guys' feedback. And to be fair, it was all quite positive. So yeah, I thank you. I enjoyed that. That's all I've got to say, really. Thank you very much for your feedback and kind words. Appreciate it. But if you've enjoyed today's video, or if you do go on to enjoy today's video, be sure to drop it a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, thank you very much. If I sound a little bit croaky in that, I'm kind of getting over like I don't know, like a flu type illness, whatever, man flu. I'm not sure what it is, don't know. It just hasn't been great over the last like Easter weekend. It really hasn't. But it is what it is. I think I'm sort of on the up from it, which is fantastic because it has not been good. But here we are. So we'll start off with the Blu-rays. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too special. A couple of these were actually I already had, which I kind of forgot because they were in the cupboard far away from anything, and one of them is not really mine; it's more my missus's. So here we are. But it is a pretty good film anyway, nonetheless. First one we have John Q. If you've never seen John Q, you should probably go see it. It's a very good film. Denzel Washington in it. It's a fantastic film. One of his best ones, I would say, in my opinion. Next up, we have Centurions. Like I said, not all of them are mine, but hey, it's not the worst film I've ever seen in the world. It's pretty funny in parts. Next up, we have Prometheus. I couldn't remember whether it was Prometheus or Interstellar that I needed, and I haven't seen. I've seen one of them, haven't seen the other. Can't remember which one. And this is a quid, so I took a chance. Next up, it's hit and miss, but I kind of like it. It's The Green Hornet. It's not the best film you'll ever see in the world, but it's all right. I saw it when I was younger in the cinema. It kind of has that little bit of nostalgia, and it's 50p, so I'm not really gonna cry about it too much. Next up, we have the Batman. What was it? Batman Dark Knight Rises. I think I've got the Dark Knight already, so I just need the first Christian Bale reboot one. I don't think I've got that. I think I've only got Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Don't have the first one, but again, it's a quid, and they're cracking films, so you kind of have to have them anyway. And the last one we have Riddick, and to be fair, the Riddick films are actually very good films, and I do enjoy the games as well. So surprisingly so for a Vin Diesel film that isn't Fast and Furious. Anyway, the Riddick ones are all right. I enjoyed them for what they are. So there's something to be said about that. So what's that? That is what 6 films I think added to the collection, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not adding everything and anything to the collection, just ones that you can't get on streaming services and or really pique my interest that I love. And yeah, there we go. six more to add to the collection. That's the Blu-rays over and done with. We'll get into the rest of the packages, I think. You know, it's like my favorite time when I get deliveries. It really is. I've been waiting quite a while for at least one of these to turn up from Vinted. But it was bank holiday over the weekend. I understand that fully. But even so, like some of these have been a long time in the coming. So yeah, I don't know if I can get into this without a pair of scissors. I need my pair of scissors for this because I cannot get into it. I don't have my trusty screwdriver to actually open stuff either. So I mean, these scissors are about as useful as a chocolate fire guard, but Jesus, what is this thing made out of? How not to open packages 101. Note to self, get some new scissors. That's probably just as painful as it is struggling in the first place. But I think we're in. I hope we're in. I can see the game. The game disc is loose as per usual. Seems like the case nowadays. But so the two game packages I have today, I believe, are both PS4 games, and I got a good deal on this one. I've been looking at this one for a long time. The second one isn't out on PlayStation, which is very sad, and I've heard very good things about this. I think it's getting more, better reviewed now than it did when it first came out, so that's interesting. But that is Hellblade: Shinima's Sacrifice, or Senwa's Sacrifice. I don't know how you say it. It's always intrigued me. I got it for like, I think, £11 posted off Vinted, something like that. Which this goes for like 18 to 20. I can't remember how much it is in CEX. Somewhere there, £18, £20. But it's a lovely sleeve cover anyway. It really is. There you go. All there, all complete. Happy days. But the disc is very much loose, and the case has got a little bit damaged in transit, but that's to be expected when you just post it in a bag like that. But here we are. People don't learn, people don't listen, so, and it is Vinted, so you can't really expect too much more. Am I annoyed? Not really. I'll just replace the case. Nothing else is damaged. So that's Hellblade. I'm looking forward to playing that. I really am. If you played it, let me know your thoughts about it down below, because I'd be intrigued. It looks really good. I've been looking for it for a long time, so I'm actually happy that it's just turned up. So yeah, there we are, Hellblade. First game. Next one, I believe this is the one that I've been waiting for ages. Absolutely ages, and it's just turned up in a Sainsbury's bag. Again, vintage packaging. Never ceases to amaze me, but it does annoy me. It really does, because I never send stuff out in just like bags or anything like that at all, because I take care and pride in what I try and sell, because you kind of want to make sure your items arrive in one piece, or else you don't get the money. If they arrive damaged and stuff, you're not going to see the money, you're not going to get paid, because obviously the customer's not going to be happy with it, and rightly so. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, there you go. It's just people for you. People stress you out, people annoy you. I'll stop rambling. Can I get into this? It's just the Sainsbury's bag, man. Come on. The game in here should be intact, though. I'm hopeful. There's another PlayStation 4 game, which is interesting. Disc is loose, obviously. Oh, it's not in too bad condition, the actual case. So there's that. It actually survived better than the other one. So there we go. Yeah, so this one is One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 on the PlayStation 4. I've got 3 on the PlayStation 3. I just need 1 and 2 now for the collection. I didn't actually know 4 even existed on the PS4 until I saw it actually posted on Vinted. I think I got this for like £10 posted. I think it's like a 15 to 20 pound game. Can't remember how much roughly, but it's somewhere there. I got a pretty good deal on both of these PS4 games. Um, so yeah, there is that. But yeah, I got both of these for like £20 posted for the pair, just over, just less. I can't remember how much. I think that's pretty good. I think if I were to buy again off CEX for like nearly 40 quid, probably, I don't suggest you go and do that, especially with the PS4 games, because you can pick these up regular, like decent prices on Vinted, on eBay. You really can. That's where I get my PS4 games from predominantly. It really is. There isn't many games that I buy, or many PS4 games anymore that I buy from CEX, unless they're specific ones that I really want. And then obviously I will pay like the premium for them. But these are really good additions to the collection. I'm very happy to have them. Very excited to play them. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings for these two. What is it? One Piece Pyro Warriors 4. If you've ever played it, let me know. I like them. They're pretty good. I don't watch too much anime or anything like that, but One Piece is pretty cool. And Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I was going to say sacrifice there for a second, but here we are. Yeah, pretty good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I say ladies, there's not too many ladies, but hello, if you are here and you're a lady. You're a lady, sorry. We have some hardware. Now, these are two controllers in here, and they really piqued my interest when I actually saw them, because they don't come up often. I haven't really seen them in person at all, and yeah, they were cheap. I think they're usually around £10 to £15 each. I got these for £11 posted for the pair, which is cool. And I'm not sure how many like different variants there are for it. Be intrigued to know. These are packaged better than I was expecting, I suppose. To be fair, at least there's bubble wrap, which is always a Brucey bonus. Um, Never an expectation with Vinid. So here we are. If you can hear like the rattling, I apologise, but ain't much I can do about it, to be fair. Um, in regards to stuff that's sold or Vinid, I don't think I've had too much sell this week. Um, Everything's still up, still going strong, which is good. Had a lot of favorites, had a lot of like interest, as it were, but like nothing crazy. So these, by the looks of it, did survive just about. Just about. Didn't see tiny bits of damage, but I don't know whether they were there before or if that was a thing during transit. I won't know. So these are PlayStation 2 wireless controllers. Now these are just quality of life improvements. They really are. And they're translucent. And one is green. And one is like a pinky purple. Gorgeous colours. Like I said, I paid £11 posted for the pair. I saw a blue one on there, but they wanted a £10 just for the one. I was like, no, I just got two of these for literally the same price. So no thanks. But these are quite popular. They're not obviously branded or anything, but they're good quality. You can really, you can really feel the quality as well. They look brand new. Buttons seem okay. I'll be intrigued to actually see if they fully work. They turn on, which is, I suppose, a bonus. So there you go. They turn on. But yeah, these just piqued my interest. They really have, and they came with the receivers. Obviously, if you don't have the receivers, you're kind of screwed. So yeah, I've never seen them. They don't come up often. I know I saw Gentlemen of Games have these. I think a few weeks back, probably a couple months back, maybe. I can't remember. I was like, these are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm very happy to add these to the collection, and they look gorgeous. They really do. The translucent casing is fantastic. fantastic. Green's my favorite color, and this, what is it, pinky purple is beautiful. I saw the blue one, so I'm gonna try and get the blue one as well. But yeah, these are about £10 to £15 each. So if I can get a good deal on another two, or see how many colors there are, I don't know how many colors there are. These are cool. These are good quality as well, which I'm surprised at. I don't know who makes them. There's not really any like manufacturer name or anything like that, so I really don't know. But if you know, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, two wireless controllers for the PS2. I'm buzzing about that. That's pretty cool. It's just quality of life, so you don't have to worry about wires and stuff. Because I've been moving a little bit of the setup around in the coming weeks. As and when my parcels arrive, I'm still waiting for quite a bit to actually arrive in the post. But hey, these things take time. Just got to sit back and relax and just wait. And that's what I'm going to do. So here's what it is. As for deliveries, this week we have the two controllers, which I'm over the moon about, and the two PS4 games that have been delivered. That's the only things that have been delivered. I'm still waiting for quite a lot to be delivered. You'll see it as and when it comes. I can't control delivery. Delivery is usually quite slow over here anyway. You have to expect at least another day, plus it being a long bank holiday weekend, 2 or 3 days extra. So is what it is. I'm not in no rush. It's going to come when it comes. So yeah, these are the pickups. I think I've done quite well. I think £20 all in for all of this. That's pretty good. In my opinion, that's pretty good. You're talking like, I don't know, £20 for the controllers and then like 40 quid for the games, just less, probably £35 for the games, somewhere there. Um, so yeah, like 55, 60 quid and spend like £20. You can get bargains on Vinted still. I will attest to that. You can still get bargains. You just have to work for it. Maybe a little bit harder than you should sometimes, but you can still get them. Trying to stay upbeat and happy, but my voice is kind of hurting a little bit. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. There's not much I can say about it. But I wanted this arrived today. This is one of three, I believe, that should be arriving. I think I've got another one game parcel and then another parcel to arrive from CEX, because I did manage to actually spend the voucher. I spent the voucher finally. It was a 200. I think in the end it came to about 220, something like that, and plus postage. I don't like buying too many items off CEX online because you get stung £3 per item. So I usually try and keep it to like half a dozen items max, just to alleviate that pressure. Because I don't think it's necessarily right when you're paying, or you're using vouchers or like that high value to pay the extra like 20, 30, 40 quid postage on like 10 items, whatever. So I don't do it, is the bomb answer to that. Can I possibly get into this without, no, I can't. So these are two PlayStation 3 games in here. I've ordered these two. These have been on the list for a long time. I'm trying to see if I can actually get into this. They love to tape over the little pull tab, so it's always good when they do that. Haven't done a roulette in ages. I really haven't. I can't remember the last time I actually did one. It's been a long time coming. It really has. Right, we got rid of that bit, so that's cool. I'm trying to think what the last games were. It probably was Pain, maybe? Was it Pain? Or War? Was it Fall of Cybertron, the Transformers game? Puppeteer, maybe? Can't remember. It's been a long time. I like doing them because they are technically lorries, because you never know if they're actually going to come complete or not. With PlayStation 3, they don't have like the rarity section, so you don't buy with or without manual. They are just PlayStation 3 at the moment of recording anyway. I do suspect that they'll probably change that in the future, just from a business standpoint, to be fair, because it is CEX. So there you go. And I had a feeling that would be the case for one of them. Okay. I'm not overly enamored by that, but here we are. So the first one is Fallout New Vegas, the what is it, the Ultimate Edition. This is the Essentials version. Does have the Essentials disc, to be fair, so it's a complete Essentials, which is kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of nice. And the Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition never came with the manual; it just came with the leaflet. Um, it's in good condition, case wise. A little bit grubby on the front. Not too bad. I don't mind the Essentials version. People think it's a cheaper version. It really isn't nowadays. Um, disc isn't too bad, actually. It's not really. I'm happy that it's an Essentials with an Essentials disc. If it was an Essentials case with a normal disc, kind of would annoy me a little bit more. It really would. Do I care for it to be sent back? No, I don't think I do. Um, it's still Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. So what if it's in Essentials? Again, like I said previously, I am not collecting Essentials. I don't mind them. I like them. I prefer them over the Platinums on PlayStation 3. I think the Platinums look terrible. They really do. I've got like two in the collection of like 350 games, and they annoy me. And one of the games is Midnight Club Complete Edition or something like that, with all the DLC and everything. And it either comes on, I believe, Essentials or Platinum. But the Essentials one is quite hard to find. So I'd rather it on Essentials because they are nicer to look at than the Platinum. The Platinums are ugly. So ugly. Come at me in the comments. Next up, we have Transformers War for Cybertron. Now, I bought Fall of Cybertron 3, 4, 5 months ago. Can't really remember. It's been quite a while. But I wanted to get the pair. I want to get all the Transformers games on the PlayStation 3. We are making our way through them. We are. There's a couple more. I think I've got to get Devastation and Rise of the Dark Spark, I think. And then I need uh, Transformers the game, which is surprising because I don't actually have that yet, which is weird. I think they're the only three games left. So Devastation's not too bad on PlayStation 3. It's expensive on PlayStation 4. It's about 30 quid. On PlayStation 3, it's about 15 to 20. I can probably get it for. What else? Rise of the Dark Spark is about £5 to £10. Not too bad at all. And Transformers again is £5 to £10. So we're getting there. We've done really good, in my opinion, to actually get these off the list. Is it complete with the manual? No. Um, mm, this one may go back. Saying that, disc is alright, but there's a mark on it which I'm not really happy about. Doesn't seem to want to come off either. Hmm. Not enamored by it, it has to be said. Doesn't look too bad. I'm sure it'll play okay, but you can never trust it with CEX. Doesn't come with the manual. It comes with whatever the extra DLC stuff is. But it's £38. Hasn't got the manual. I don't know whether to keep it or not. I'm not too sure at all. It's kind of flattened me a little bit. That has took me off guard a tiny bit. Fallout New Vegas, I'm gonna keep. I don't care that it's an Essentials. Um, yeah, I'm happy enough with that. But Fall of Cybertron, it's in good condition. Everything else, just the manual. I'd like it complete. Don't know. That is a 50-50 right now. It really is. So that is what, £70, I believe, for these two games. So yeah, they're not cheap at all. They're really not. But they're two big hitters that I needed for the PlayStation 3 off the list. There's more to come, but these things take time. I'm really happy with that, especially with the new Fallout series coming soon, because Fallout's going to skyrocket again, especially with the Oblivion remake that just came out. I think they're probably going to do like a Fallout 3 remake. I don't know if they're going to do a New Vegas remake. It's probably the one that's least likely compared to Fallout 3, so might hold its value a little bit more. Yeah, I'll see on that front. I'm not too sure. What do you guys think down below in the comments? Let me know. I know it's been a bit of a long-winded one today, but it's been busy. I've been busy. After I filmed this video, I've got to go put some shelves up and actually make space for these games, which has been long overdue. So there you go. Again, your thoughts on this? This is only a concept. It's going to go like further down and maybe further up, you know, up the wall a little bit. I think it's going to look absolutely mint. It really is. And I'm excited to actually put it into fashion. I just kind of wanted to make like an art piece out of it, out of like all the steelbooks and that, because the artwork's fantastic on some of the steelbooks, and they don't get seen, they don't get shown, just like side facing on the shelves. So I wanted to make a centerpiece out of it, which I think is good and I think is cool. Yeah, capiche? Cool. There's been a lot going on in this video. I can't really remember half of it. It's been a busy one. It's very warm in here. I'm still recovering, so there is that as well. This should go up on Wednesday, hopefully. If not, it'll go up on Thursday. I don't know, depends. Um, but yeah, if you've enjoyed it, be sure to drop it a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. We are on our road to 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we'll get there soon. Soon enough. But yeah, I've been Lawless. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your week.